Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly. Only an honest death will kill you now. Save you from your wild curiosity.
What it do, y'all? Save your souls. Back at you with another one. Uh-oh, we got an old sub here. Who is it? Native Mix, man. It's been a minute. Man. I thought something was wrong with you when you decided to sell your soul to the dark side, man. I hope that's not really the case. You know, it's easy to go off of what somebody say and just take that as truth, especially when you don't hear the other side. But now we got that out the way. Let's get the scalpel out and get to dissecting this play. All right, so I shouldn't have backed up there. You know. Even though he got killed, Brave, what's he gonna do to me on this stage other than buying good HP? We're not gonna let him get that far. Yeah. I know it still wasn't safe to go in. I didn't think he could guard that quick, but you know, we wore that block down pretty well. Heavy slash. Oh, sorry, y'all. Damn, I hate poise. It doesn't really, you know. Characters with range shouldn't really have poise, though. But, you know, fast characters would rule all. They would be there. You know, that's all they had to do was rush you like in the old Dissidia. Unless you had like really good long range attacks. And whoever was the faster character was technically the better one. Yeah. Damn, where the fuck is my wall spread? I'm thinking to myself like, alright. Using that polarity or whatever they call it, that dash attack. That's not, you know, he don't really attack out of it. It's like you trying to confirm in a hit with it. Which, I mean, you showing me that the way that you use it, I can just attack you back. Here we go. Got a whole lot of kill breaker. With that move. There we go. We're starting to see a lot of that little shockwave that Dragon like to spam. Like that's his go-to in all situations. That forward brave and sit and stay away from you and spam delta attack. In a room where both parties lose. I play Garland and I lose the Lightning. And I have Bind Good equipped. And I know for a fact that this man does not only speak Spanish. Just when I had a problem with Lady 85, he his main account went offline, and I got a message from a random account that I had never seen before, talking to me in perfect English. You know, and God knows he's sentenced to no end for whoever 85 is. I'm gonna lose a little bit of footage. This is alright. I didn't get the wall set in the situation I wanted. Anyway. I wonder would he have got hit by crushing blow just then. He gonna do a lot of other things where he can get hit by crushing blow, honestly. Whap, whap. Nope, he didn't wake up attacking yet. He's back to the wall. Oh yeah. He feels that he needs to do something. So I gonna mash out. But those are perfect reads for knowing when you can land stuff at the wall against him. Oh, I messed up bad. I did neutral way too far away from him. See, this is what I mean by how native plays, right? You didn't have to waste your binder. You just could have HP'd. Like, why didn't you just HP? But you want to do some other extra stuff now. That unnecessary stuff is, you know, you could have got an HP off. You know, I would have to have played a bit differently. I don't even know why you use that move just then. There it goes. You just need to simplify things better. I knew you didn't know what you was about. Well, not many people really know how to play against Binder. Like, it really takes better players to play successfully against Binder. You know, a lot of people say that it's easy and all that other stuff. The only time it's really unfair is when they got a Vanguard. But, you know, there are people in this community that you can't tell that to. That they think Vanga is still cheating on assassins. They think Vanga is cheating on marksmen. Well, marksmen don't really have good defense. They have attacks that they have to throw out. I don't count that as good defense. I was amazed at hit him right there though. I don't really count that as like very good defense if you ask me, right? That's not really. You're chasing down Terra, right? And she puts Tornado out. What happens when Sephiroth Chantilly or Bart uses Night? You get blown up. And what happens when they bind you, right? You land from landing lag and you never get the opportunity to hit teleport. Like, it doesn't work in all situations, teleport. Vanga is hands down the best item in the game. In situations that are like, on paper, I want to say, is the best item in the game. But there are other items that can be used better than it, though. Now he's going to do a lot of forward braves. Like it's the answer, like he's trying to condition me into dodging early. Just to get out the way of it. At least he didn't do it again, right? Like, Dragon would have shot that move like another 6 times and ran away from me the whole time. And when I played Lady Fady, she played just like him, you know. You do know I beat him consistently in 1v1s, right? You do know that, right? Him and his whole crew. There it is. A little bit of the dragon. You know, I'm not rushing him either. You know, why don't you rush with that character? And I don't mean like blind. And I guess they don't do it because being aggressive is a little bit more confusing than running away, right? It's more risky. This is why they don't play like that, because they don't want to use the risky style. And it takes skill to be good with this risky type of play. Something that they don't got, because if you had skill, you wouldn't be playing behind it. Like I don't use it. I only use it to style on people some of the time with lightning, and some of the time with snow, because it is effective. But you know, that doesn't mean I like the item by any stretch of the imagination. I think it is indeed a crutch. But people don't know how to play against it no way. You know. Like somebody that I know that knows how to play against it, I wouldn't pick it. You know, because then you're wasting an item slot at this point. It makes about as much sense as what he's trying to do right now at this point. I'm a summon, right? Not only do I have more core than you, I got more, you know, I got more core points. I got a bigger life lead than you. Even if you were to take one off me, you still wouldn't be where I'm at. You didn't do anything this fight to me. I think that's like the second or third HP you've landed. Every time you know, y'all need to sit down and look at what, like, how the point system works. He plays like a weak ass version of Farza though. You know, N, Farza -N or something, or -N, or whatever that, you know, Farza random letter of the alphabet. You know, whatever the N stands for. Nitro or some shit. Yeah, he's mighty mad. I trained Farza this whole time. Yeah, this is what you get for listening to him. This guy tries to tell me that Vayne's not cheating, and the guy can select his wall flip. Like, Bart's not cheating either. There's nothing broken about those characters. There's nothing. He had the unmitigated goal to say there's nothing broken about Cloud, too. Actively mains this character, says there's nothing broken about him, but loses the G-Wood and complains, and has the gall to say, well, the lightning broken though because G-Wood picked it. Hey bro, you have to be trolling, because if you're trying to apply actual frame data to this game, bro, this is why frame data don't really, I mean, startup data seems to mean more in this type of game than what you know is frame data, right? The startup data means more in arena fighters, like how like Naruto is, you know. This is why Sasuke is broken, you know, because he has very strong startup data. I wonder how good he would be in that sort of game if he had to deal with poise. If he had to deal with people with armor attacks that could go through his speed. Because that's what I'm dealing with, right? Where any and every attack is a armor attack from these characters. You just got to beat out the armor frame. You know, but, you know, that's its own, you know, that game is pretty much dead. Let me not get on Demon Slayer. And with the nothing you do in there other than 1v1. Like, you don't get no other game modes at all. They play that game faithfully though. It's like, what was that? I had a conversation with BB and talking about
You have my thanks.
Vanga, right? He's trying to tell me that the item's not cheating. And I'm like, your part of the argument is correct to a degree, right? But it doesn't change the fact that the latter item, right? The item itself,
You have my thanks.
in the hands,
Got it.
like, if you put it on a Vanguard, right? He still has the advantage. You still have to play his game. You got a good 30 seconds to figure out how you're going to beat him and cheese him. You know, it's just good against the archetype assassin. Just play you know, to be assassins easy. Just play Vanga on a Vanguard. Doesn't matter the Vanguard. Just, you know, it's to halt their speed. You know, it's kind of, you know, like in this situation, XDEF has Vanguard level poise against Lightning, but he doesn't know how to use Vanga properly. Well, everybody except for Assassin has Vanguard level poise against Lightning with Vanga. The cast has it. But, you know, 90% of the cast lose her speed, which is I don't think that's a good enough trade-off in my opinion. For the fact that this item, for the fact that can happen right there, and I'm in mid attacking. I tried to hit a button there. I should have just blocked. Pretty much, so to sum it up without going into too much detail about it, you can't tell me that the item is not too strong in this game. So I wonder what would happen, right, if you were to play Jet against Snow and you try and melee him. Not HP, I'm talking about, you know, not hot steel or the little eye beam he does. I'm talking about going for your normal melee. Because you're going to become predictable, well, you know, not with Jet, because he's just Jet. But if you try that shit on a Vanguard, he's going to win the exchange. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to respect someone who's not skilled because they play it. You can't just play normally how you would normally play. So you got to guess when they're going to use it. You can kind of know when they're going to use it, and you gotta like, what's the word for it? You gotta like fake them out, get them to use it. That's not the easiest thing to do. And it should not be this free for somebody that is this drastically unskilled. We got all kind of dragons, lady 85s, 80 fadies, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know, we got all kind of players main, like they main this item. With no shame. you know. But they're still better than sandbaggers, like, you know, people like Laggy Puss, you know.
You're nothing.
Have, you know, that's all they do is sandbag. But yeah, man, I ramble enough. This has been the Savior here. Oh yeah, by the way, Elden Ring will be on the way. This has been the Savior of Souls. I'll catch y'all back.
We hope in the face of despair. That makes us strong.
Sundry spoils for a slice. Grabber, Kupo.
The messenger is standing at the gate, ready to let go, ready for the crash of the messenger. Too late for whispers, too late for the blush. The past is mercy when the future's low. Kneeling journey dressed in the cloak of shadows. The hunting's grim.